Well, we are back here, and this time a bit like inspiration, it's actually our own imagination. We can imagine a lot of things, so our imagination is a bit like a friend, it's a bit like poetry. And if we can put it to good use, it can give us writers so much more for what we do. So here we go. My imagination. One faraway day in my past, together with the children of my youth, I remember having had a dear friend who, truthful to his childish dreams, always enjoyed himself besides me. This was my imagination, which never tired to beautify my days with eternal visions of a more happy world, where the universe, the stars, and even God touched their hands in mateship. And in a valley full of blossoms, amidst the mountains, there was a multitude of people who, accompanied by divine music, sang and danced joyously in subliminal happiness. Now I am grown up, but all day I still find besides me my most faithful friend. And it is for this reason that now, when I am alone in times of sadness and or happiness, I look enchanted into the emptiness and close my eyes and search for other things in my mind, because I don't like human things when I've had in my head a more happy and attractive world. Well, so this is the imagination. It can actually give you a happier world. When things are bad around you, use your imagination to make your world a happy one. Blessed philosophy. There's another one of our friends, philosophy. Our way of living, what makes us live the way we do. So I have my own philosophy, like you have your own philosophy. So let's have a look at our blessed philosophy. Why is it that in this spring I no longer hear the much-loved singing of free birds in the sky and of sweet-scented flowers? Now summer has already come, and I, unmindful of spring, have forgotten my dreams. And I look behind and feel only the mute voices of the so many in the past who will tomorrow be overlooked. Will my life be another dream? Or will it be a blooming plant, which one day, when winter so far away will let the warm snowflakes fall, will rest under the white mountain, and it will remember with satisfaction that he has left to all people his blessed philosophy. So there you can leave your philosophy to others as well. And so we can all hope ahead for leaving something behind. So here we go. There's the next poem is called Hope. With so much nostalgia and love, I see my star still shining up there in that so attractive darkness. Men, like a boat on the high sea, moves and goes forward towards the shore, so fixed and serene down there in the horizon. And almost always the boat moves on the waves of the great sea, happy without a goal, like a child held by the mother who peacefully sings to him a sweet melody, a lullaby. But sometimes a more pensive boat is upset by storms, luck, and winds of joy. Oh, you boat of my life, don't leave this spirit without a goal until it hasn't, amongst so much darkness, left behind a little warmth for humanity. Continue to swing in the middle of the tempest, and then, after the shores, let the noise of your past movements, at that time so joyful, and now forever making happy, the eternal cheeks of those people who still live in society. So let's leave something behind for others. That's a great hope indeed. So what does a poet want to hope for? Let's have a look. Hope of the poet. O beautiful muse, O my mortal time, awaken in this heart that has so much loved the poet's breath, the musical notes of that adored chord. Ne'er I raise to the sky this mute prayer, this vain pleasure of a transient who dares to look at infinity for the immortal soul of a mortal. O my muse, keep my company in sleepless nights, in days of need. I offer you a world of joy, full of fantasy, that has for company a glass filled with my homemade wine. I shall be inspired with things that please me, and I shall let you hear the pomp of that teacher of ours, who in the history of 2,000 years ago wrote on the papyrus of the lost youth that famous enigma which people today are still disputing. I will want to speak, amongst other things, of this place of ours to our future citizens, gracefully and humbly tell them that speaking to others is a bit of a fraud when we are lacking in our own opinions. The greatness of whomsoever is a product of their vanity, which is looking for praise, and pride enjoys it. So there you are, that's hope of the poet. So writing poetry can be also a source of great pride, and it is a lot of the time. So it leads us to reflect about poetry itself. Poetry. There is no more sure way to joy than having the certainty of having for company the beautiful voice of my friend poetry. To listen to her sweet notes, feed the chords of my intellect, which occasionally deigns to make me dream of poetry. Who, truthful to his childish dreams, always enjoyed himself besides me. Who peacefully sings to him a sweet melody, a lullaby. To be inspired. What makes us want to write for ourselves or for others?